A new report that came out of Axios yesterday, but something that's been talked about for the last number of weeks, and that is that CNN Plus, the CNN streaming service no one asked for, is shockingly already scheduled for defeat, if you will, or is doomed. A lot of numbers are coming out. They really wanted to get to 2 million subscribers in the first year, and they had planned a 15 to 18 million subscriber count by the first few years, breaking even in year 4. And what we've seen is in just the first day alone, they were able to get about 18,000 downloads. There are rumors that there's up to maybe now 100,000 or 150,000 subscribers.
I think people are looking at it the wrong way. I think actually this is a huge success because it seems like with roughly 150,000 subscribers, they got every primetime viewer of CNN to subscribe. Yeah. That's 100% conversion, I think.
And this is what came out this morning, and the reason we're talking about it. Warner Brothers Discovery, which, by the way, if you don't know, Warner Brothers just recently merged with Discovery, which is, Warner Brothers owns Time Warner and CNN. They said Warner Brothers Discovery has suspended all external marketing spends for CNN Plus. That means you're not going to see a CNN Plus ad or marketing beyond CNN, and has laid off CNN's longtime chief financial officer, who's being replaced immediately. They were probably too far along because there was also discussion of whether they were just going to pull this and it wasn't going to happen. But I think they were very far along. They created a lot of content. Like you said, not necessarily the content they're producing. Some of it may be cheap to produce, but when you're talking about some of their top tier talent, I'm sure you're having to pay more when it comes to someone like Jake Tapper, who now you're going to make, once a week do Jake Tapper's book club. Again, something that I mean, legit, that's the show. If you go CNN Plus right now, it's Jake Tapper's book club is like the first thing you see. It's Jake Tapper in a leather jacket looking cooler, or parenting advice from Anderson Cooper. And it's him talking to experts at parenting.
That would be interesting.
Who's that for? I mean, that's not even for your core people who, at least maybe there's the couple 100,000 people that watch CNN a night that would potentially, they probably get enough, but potentially wouldn't pay. And you're giving them this weird ancillary content.
What's interesting? I mean, if you compare what CNN Plus is trying to do and compare it to what Fox has done with their streaming platform, the quality of the content is really amazing at the Fox streaming platform. Yeah. And they're taking people that are stars, legitimate stars who have a strong audience and following, and they're extending their star, so to speak, into very, very interesting content. Whereas, again, going back to my point, with CNN, you've got a bunch of hosts and co-hosts or whatever they are, talking heads that nobody really cares about. Nobody's watching them. What would make anybody think that putting somebody that no one cares about and no one is watching into another format is somehow going to, completely reverse your viewership and your fortunes? It's absurd to me.
What it looks like is that they really overestimated their viewership. They overestimated how people want to pay for content versus how to get free content. Look, we broadcast this show each and every day for free, whether that's through podcast medium, whether you get that on Apple Podcasts or however you get your podcasts, whether that is through terrestrial radio, whether that's through Facebook, through Rumble, through YouTube. We try to cast a wide net so you can watch this broadcast.